Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual coach putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, this video is going to be in regards to giving hope to the older manifestors, and I quote unquote older because I don't believe in age, I don't believe in time, I don't believe in any of that stuff, and that's also going to play a factor within this video because I completely understand what it is for older people to feel like that they run out of time, that they can't get what they want, that maybe it's a little too late for them to get what they want. But I want y'all to understand that at the end of the day, it's never going to be too late unless you say that it is. So even if you didn't discover the law of assumption until you were the age of 60, that literally means that your life is just beginning. You finding out about the law, trust me guys, did happen for a reason. It's because you were meant to use it. So at this point, if you find out about using the law of assumption or just conscious manifesting like we all do, and you want to take advantage of that but you feel like you're behind or something, I want y'all to know that there's absolutely nothing in this world that could ever keep you in a place in which you are behind unless you say that you are. It's all about what you say to yourself and all about what you think to yourself. If you're wise about using your thoughts, you'd know that you'd manifest the best for yourself by saying that everything is limitless, everything is possible, and that you can fucking do this thing because you absolutely can. But then anyway guys, we're about to hop right into the video, but first, I did want to mention again about the background music. I'm playing an ambiance kind of beat frequency for y'all that's going to be very healing and helpful for you guys as well as myself, as I'm going to start playing these tracks within my upcoming videos at least once a week so that y'all can get the benefits with me as well. So when y'all hear me mention this again, I want y'all to remember what it's for. It's to help you guys feel more peaceful, feel more relaxed, and it could also help you to feel more in tune with your affirmations, to feel more relaxed when you are conscious manifesting. We all deserve peace, and so you should allow yourself to have that peace. So the link to the beat album that I'm playing right now is going to be down below so that y'all can go check it out. But besides that guys, now let's get started with the video so that we can get to talking about the fact that you have limitless amount of time in this world to get what it is that you want, and that age has absolutely nothing to do with it. Y'all have got to stop associating yourselves with that thing to say that it's too late, that you can't do it, that it's not gonna happen. Baby girl, it absolutely is. You already know that it is. This shit is meant for you. If you want what you want, you deserve that thing, and you already knew that. But then anyway, when it comes to conscious manifesting for older people, I completely understand again what it is to kind of feel like you're running out of time. Maybe not because I've been there myself, even though in a way you can say for those who have felt extremely doubtful within themselves before, they might have felt like they've run out of time. They wasted so much time feeling upset, feeling doubtful when they could have been using the law. You know, it doesn't just go for age, but more so in this case. You already know what it is when an older person feels like they wasted their entire life just sitting around bitching about life, complaining about life, not taking advantage of their power. But I want you guys to understand that the concept of age, number one, is a concept. Is, yes, what I just said, a concept, because age does not actually have to affect you in any way, shape, or form unless you say that it does. And as you know, obviously as a collective, we all do believe in age because we do age as we get older, because we believe that that's what's going to happen to us. Now apart from that, there's also the concept of time, which I also don't believe in, because time is just straight. Like, I literally believe that time is just a straight line and you just go down that straight line, but it just goes around. It's literally all connected to one another. There's nothing here that says tomorrow's the last day, yesterday was it, that's it, not gonna happen, blah blah blah. The only person who can say that is you. The second that you decide that your life is over, that's when it's over. And I've seen it plenty of times before. I know this through watching others. I've seen people within my own life tell me that their lives are over because they're older now, because I reached a certain age. Baby girl, it has nothing fucking to do with this at all. You guys have to understand that at the end of the day, you are always going to call the shots. And I know that you know this. Like, I know that you know this because I talk about it all the fucking time, but it's because it's the truth. You call the shots. You're the one who says what goes, everything. You get to decide all of it. So upon you having that power, being able to decide what goes and what does not go, you have to understand that you have to be the one to put your foot down to say, I'm getting what I want and that's it. Age has nothing to do with it at all because I'm limitless, like eternally limitless. You are eternally limitless. Nothing in this world can hold you back and tell you, you're not getting anything you want, you pass the age of 45, it's done. Like, what? The only person who's saying that would be you. Because obviously, alongside that, as y'all know, within society, there are a lot of different things and signs and, oh, look at this commercial telling you that you gotta stop aging and all this bullshit. Listen to me right now. Age has nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, you can be 80 years old and still have the energy of a 25-year-old, but that would be because that 80-year-old decides to take advantage of the fact that they could be whoever they want to be. Nobody's telling you that once you reach that age that you have to start knitting and staying at home and watching fucking the news all the time, whatever it's being done at that age, like it doesn't matter. You don't have to do anything else besides what you want to do. So even if you're 85 and you want to manifest the life of your dreams, bitch, you better get to affirming. I don't want to hear you wasting another second talking about I'm too old, complaining about I can't do this anymore. Bitch, I don't care. One of my biggest pet peeves, I think I'm like really thinking about this now because I'm talking about it. I really hate when people say, oh, I can't do that, I reached a certain age. Like, it's not for me anymore. Unless you're talking about the fact that you mentally moved on from that thing, okay, that's one thing, I get that. But if you're talking from a limited point of view, which you're saying I want to do that thing but I can't because of my age, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you cursing yourself on accident by saying that you cannot do certain things because of your age? Just because you are 90 years old does not mean that you cannot become a millionaire tomorrow. Like, the amounts of stories that I've seen in which older people, certain older people, end up living the life of their dreams literally the very next day at age 85. Some people at fucking 70 find the loves of their lives. Like, there's no limit to the amount of things that you can do no matter what it is. So you should know better than to sit there and to limit yourself on purpose when you see other people around you getting what it is that they want no matter how old they are. Because I know that you've seen it, and I know that some of y'all might be feeling like they got what they want but I don't. Like, what does that have to do with anything? The only reason that you're not getting what you want is one, because you're complaining about it. Two, you're pretty jealous. You're pretty envious that this person has what they want and you feel like you can't do the same thing, which of course you can. And number three, you're completely limiting the fact that you are as limitless as a bird. You're free to do whatever it is that you want to do, and the fact that the freedom that you had at 20 is still the freedom that you have today, but it's only you that's putting a stamp on it to say expired, limited, not gonna happen. Don't do it to yourself. If you really want to make the most out of your life, which I know that you want to do, you have to be strong enough to put your foot down and to tell yourself that you are not going to be dealing with anything other than what you want to deal with, no matter what it is. Even if you have had a lifetime full of trauma, which it does happen as well. I've witnessed people within my own life have a very, very hard life all throughout their life, and then at the end they either feel extremely hopeless or they feel extremely hopeful that there will be something better that'll come out of this. And you know what? It's always going to be the case in which something better will come out of it, because no matter what it is that you've been through throughout your entire life, number one, you can always rewrite that past, which I do understand might be a lot on some people's mentalities because some people do genuinely feel very limited. But I want you to understand that if you know that you have the freedom to rewrite your past, to say that you didn't go through any of the shit that you went through, you can absolutely do that no matter how old you are. But of course, that would require that you revise it and that you stick to it. Now, another thing is that you would have to have the mental strength to move past whatever it is that you've been through and to understand that what you went through never aligned with you in the first place. The whole thing here is that a lot of people, once they get older, they feel like that everything that happened to them was something that they deserved, was something that they had coming for them, or that they were just cursed throughout life, that they were cursed to have a bad life. And some people literally make peace with that. You know, they say, okay, my life was shitty and that's just the way it was, whatever. Other people get up and they're like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit any longer. I take responsibility for my thoughts and the way that I felt at that time, but now it's time for me to do better. And right then and there, you're choosing to get up and to keep going and to make the best out of your life, as opposed to sitting there and falling victim to whatever it is that you went through. Because even though I know that what you went through was painful, even though you didn't go through that shit, because why would you? You are strong enough to exceed past all the bullshit. I don't give a fuck what it is. I really don't give a fuck, because I promise you, you are strong enough to overcome that thing. Nothing in this world can strap you to a chair, airplane feed you fear, unless you do that to yourself, okay? You are the only one who's going to get up to be able to get what it is that you want out of this life, but that's why you have to get up and get moving, because nothing here is going to hold your hand. I can sit here all day, my love. Even if you're 85, 95 and you want to make a change, I can sit here all day and tell you, you can make a change, you can make a change. But if you sit there and you choose to purposely victimize yourself because of what you went through, because of your mentality, you have to understand that you are now choosing to remain within that light, the dim light to be exact, because it's not a light that you want to be under. The only light that you want to be under is the light that's leading you to hope, leading you to knowing that you can have everything that you want, and leading you to everything that you've ever wanted within your life, which is everything. Literally all of your desires, all of it is already here. But that's why you have to get up and to keep fucking pushing, because nothing's gonna force you there except for you. No matter what it is, nobody's going to force you there. You have to be strong enough to get up and fucking do this, because you can do this. There's no reason as to why you should stop affirming and persisting because you don't see results, because I don't know, I've been affirming for 10 days, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You know how the law works, you've seen it work, you've seen others use it. If you know that it works, get to affirming and full on persist within the fact that you do have what you want, that the past was always peaceful, and that you always had exactly what it is that you wanted and needed, because this is your life for a reason. You are not a sucker, you're not a loser, you're not someone who's gonna sit here and suffer, you're not gonna do anything other besides what it is that you have to do for you. So please do yourself the biggest favor and do that for yourself, because you deserve that for yourself. I have members within my family that went through very traumatizing things within their lives, to the point in which they felt like they were doomed, that they weren't going to get what they wanted. You know, all that jazz. But you want to know something amazing that's happened over time is that because there are people within my family members' lives that do want the best for them, that do encourage these people to do better for themselves, that tell them every day that they have the power, they're the operant control, that they can do this. That right there is exactly what has helped motivate so many people within my family and my life. Very important people to me that have changed their minds completely because they understand that if other people can do it, so can they. Sometimes what people just need is a little push to keep going. Sometimes they just need to hear that somebody else has gone through what they've gone through and that they've overcome it and that they can do the same for themselves as well. That not all hope is lost, that they can actually do this thing. And you know what? Of course you can. Nothing in this world's gonna hold you back except for you. So please guys, don't be the reason that you sit back and you succumb to what it is that you're dealing with in front of you, which is all the bullshit that you don't want, because what really matters here is what you want, which is in the 4D. In the 4D, you already know that everything that you want is manifested. But that's because you chose to affirm and persist, as opposed to sitting there and complaining for the rest of your life, talking about how shitty things have been, how shitty things are, and how shitty things will continue to be. Because that right there is a curse that you are laying upon yourselves, when in reality you are supposed to be blessing yourself with your words. The only thing that actually matters is what you say matters. You know exactly who you are. You know that you come first. Yeah, maybe you were surrounded by limited people throughout your lifetime, you know, especially if you're older. I completely get that because I know for a fact that the way that people were back then was not better than how it is now. You feel me? It definitely was a lot more limited, a lot more fears. People weren't taking the shit seriously, you know, it was very logical, and I get that. But that's exactly why you're breaking past that shit, because that shit doesn't align with you. It literally doesn't. I know that you can feel that energy right here, right now, because as I'm telling you this, I know that you can feel the fact that that shit literally does not energetically align with you. You can feel how limited that is and how limitless you are, because if you're watching this video, I know that you feel limitless. I know that you know that that shit's in you. Even if you haven't full on taken advantage of it, I know that you're fucking going to, because why wouldn't you? Because you know that it's going to lead you in a better direction, because you know that that's what's going to get you what you want. But that's exactly why you have to apply the pressure to get yourself there, because no one's gonna hold your hand through this shit except for yourself, because you're the one who's always going to get you what you want. So stop sitting around limiting yourself, overthinking shit, questioning shit. I don't know, this, that's too late. There is never fucking too late of time, okay? The time is never too late for you to begin right now. If you want what you want, get to affirming, get to persisting, and do not give up on yourself no matter what you see in front of you. I have had to convince my family members in the past that time is not over for them, that it's not too late, that their lives do not end until they die, okay? Your life is not over until you stop breathing. You are free to do whatever it is that you want to do, and you are free to manifest everything that you want to have. Stop wasting your time, stop sitting around, stop complaining, stop looking in the past. Fuck the past, forget the past, it's over. Only focus on now, what's ahead of you, and the fact that you have everything that you want right here, right now, because you are that bitch for a reason. I know that y'all can do this. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You could be 101 tomorrow, Capricorn queen or king, and that would still not take you away from the fact that you can still have what it is that you want. As long as you got your eye on the prize, there's nothing fucking holding you back except for yourself. So don't be the reason that you hold yourself back. 98 and proud, 102 and proud, 87 and proud, 77 and proud, 60 and proud. I don't give a fuck if you're 45 and you feel like your life is over, bitch. You better get to affirming, because you got a long life ahead of you full of everything that you've ever wanted and needed, served to you on a silver platter because you said so, and that's it. Fuck the rest. Fuck the past. Fuck the thoughts. Do exactly what it is that you gotta do. Keep affirming and persisting. You know that you got this, and so you do. And that's it, my love. You already know what it is. Now keep going, because I know that y'all can do this. To you older manifestors, stop calling yourself old and just get to affirming. Fuck the rest. Y'all can do this. I know that y'all can. So please just do it. But then anyway, y'all, that's basically it for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I intend that this video helped you to the best of its ability, and I know that it did, because guys, listen to me real quick. I don't give a fuck if you feel like the oldest fart in this community. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you don't even belong here. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you're limited to the point in which you're doomed for life. I'm just gonna die in this casket. No, the fuck you're not. You're gonna get up and you're gonna keep it pushing, because there's no difference between you being 80 years old and you having the energy of a 30-year-old, okay? You can have the energy of whatever it is that you want to have. So you don't have to sit there and to feel bad for yourself because you feel like your time is done. If you feel like, and you know that your time is not done, even if you think it is, I need you to understand that that means that you're meant to get up and to keep going, because nothing's gonna call you to be done unless you say that you're done. If you say that you're done, that's completely different. If you've chosen the life in which you're done doing everything that you want to do, you want to sit back and just sew all day, go ahead and do that shit. You know, that's completely your choice though. But at the end, there are people out here who do want what they want. There are people out here who's going to get what they want. There are people out here that is striving to get what they want, but some of them feel a little limited, and that's okay. I completely get it, my love. I know what it's like to feel limited, but I need you to understand that no matter what it is, no matter what it is, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you feel, no matter what you went through, no matter what anyone has ever told you, no matter what your age age is telling you, I don't give a fuck about any of it, because none of it matters, and you should not care either, because none of that shit can actually affect you unless you say that it can, and that's it. If you know that you're strong enough to get what it is that you want because you see 20-year-olds doing it, you see 30-year-olds doing it, shit, you even see 45-year-olds doing it. If you know that that's the case, why the fuck would you hold yourself back because you think that you reached a point? Bitch, the only point that you reached are limits, because you're limiting yourself right now by telling yourself that you can't. Why wouldn't you be able to? Why can't you? Why the fuck would you not be destined to getting everything that you want? Why in the world would you not get what it is that you want if you want that thing? If you want what it is that you want, you have to be strong enough to get up and to keep going. You literally just have to be, okay? You have to be. You have to keep affirming. You have to keep persisting. You have to keep telling yourself that you have it right here, right now. I have exactly what I want. I have exactly what I want. I love my energy. My energy is so young and free. I love the way that I feel. I feel good every single day. I have everything that I want. There are no limits. I'm limitless. I'm so limitless. I'm unbelievably limitless. I'm always going to be this limitless. I'm as free as a bird. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm always going to be this free right here, right now, because that's absolutely the truth. Yes, you are. You are as free as you come. You are as free as you were born into this world, because the version of yourself when you were a baby and the version of yourself now, you guys are literally all the same shit, bruh. Like, there's no age thing that comes into this. I don't believe in age for a reason. It's because every form of who you are when you age is still the same version of you that you could be when you were 20 years old and when you're fucking 65. Like, there's no limits or changes here unless you say that there are. Obviously, we all assume that we're going to change as we age, but that too is an assumption. The only changes that we should be manifesting for ourselves as we age is to become wiser and better and to get everything that we want even more, okay? It's not when you get older that you lose your youth. It's not when you get older that you stop being as passionate as you used to be. It's all a mental thing. You only lose those things, those parts of yourselves, if you say that you do. But if you say that you don't, and you say that you're good, and you say that you're here, then that's absolutely always going to be the case for you. You're always going to be here. You're always going to be exactly where you need to be, and you're always going to have the energy that you want to have. You are still the version of yourself all throughout your lifetime, okay? Your timeline is still the fucking same. Nothing changes. If anything, it only gets better from here, and you can also affirm that to yourself. I only get better with time. I only get better with time. I only get better and better and better and better and better and better and better with time, period. Just like that. You got to make it all work out in your favor, because if you're going to take the concept of age along with you, you got to make it work for you. You got to make it work to the point in which you feel like there's absolutely no difference between you now and you 30 years ago, okay? Your life is supposed to be as good as you come. If you want to have the best life of your lives, all of your lives, go ahead and do that for yourself. But all I'm going to tell y'all is that your life is not over until you say that it is. And I promise you guys, it really is just as simple as this. You have to be the one to call the shots, to say that you are the one who's in fucking control of your life. Nobody's going to take control except for you. Stop limiting yourself. You are limitless. You can do this, and you are doing this because you said so, and that's it. I don't give a fuck if you're 100 or if you're 1 year old. You have the same amount of power as you always did. Keep going and do not give up on yourself. If you want what you want, it wants you to. So keep fucking going. All right, y'all? Beautiful. Because that's just the way it is. But then anyway, again, my love, I will see y'all this Monday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching my video. I really appreciate it. God bless y'all, and may you please always take care of yourselves. And may you please always see the damn light, because hello, there's no difference between who you are now and who you were 20 years ago. I don't give a fuck. The only thing that's changed is your perception. If you're gonna tell yourself it's different now, it's different, bitch, I don't care. Like, listen to me. The only thing that you're doing when you tell yourself that is screwing yourself over. I know that you don't want to be screwed. That's what she said, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be screwing yourself over out of getting everything that you want, because you know exactly what it is that you deserve and you want that thing. And just because you reached a certain age does not mean that you are disqualified from getting that thing. Like, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard of. Stop associating age with limits, okay? Like, not correlating, like, it has nothing to do with one another, okay? You are as free as you were when you turned 18 years old and when you were legally able to buy alcohol, do this, do that. You are literally as free as you were back then, okay? Same shit, same exact thing, same energy. Maintain that energy. Keep getting what it is that you want. Keep affirming for that thing. Don't think that you are limited, because you're not. You are limitless. You are limitless. I'm limitless. I'm limitless. I am limitless as fuck. No matter what it is. I'm young. I feel youthful. I have good energy. Always alive. Always thriving. Out there. Yes, the fuck you are. Get your energy out there and fuck the rest. If you want what you want, get that thing and stop complaining. You got the shit in the bag. Hello? Bye. Oh my God, I know that you know better. I know that you know better than this. Like, I know that you know that if you want what you want, you can go out and get that fucking thing no matter what it is. I don't give a fuck if you're 110, okay? I don't care how old you are. That's the point. I don't care. Because your age has absolutely nothing on the fact that you can still have everything that you want, that you have not run out of time, and that you are still as free as you were when you were 5 years old playing in that playground. Like, there's no difference. There's no difference. The only thing that's different is the fact that you are now trying to limit yourself, but you're gonna stop doing that accordingly because you know that that doesn't serve you. You know that that's not meant for you. You know that that mentality does not help you, so why would you even think that way? Like, why would you do it to yourself if you know that it's not going to serve you in the best way possible? You're not. So that's exactly why you gotta keep doing what you're doing, affirming and persisting. Fuck the rest. Fuck what anyone has to say. Fuck it all. It doesn't matter. If you want what you want, there are no limits. Do not limit yourself. Do not believe differently. Only believe what it is that you want to believe in terms of how youthful, free, limitless you are, because you absolutely are all of these things. As long as you know it for yourself, think about all of the amazing things you can and will manifest for yourself. All of them. Because you said that you can, and that's it. At the end of the day, it's always going to be up to you. So allow yourself to do this shit effortlessly because you know you can, and that's it. You're as free as a bird, my love. Get to it. Keep affirming. Keep persisting. You can do this. I know that you can. You young ass motherfucker. Period. But then anyway, I love y'all. Keep going. No limits. Nothing. Not even age. None of it can affect you. Because we said so.